Hi, welcome to another episode of a podcast that still has no name. I have been given a new name. It is still up in the air. I'm growing on it a little bit, but we'll kind of keep it under wraps and see if we can find anything which might encompass the podcast themes a little bit better. But anyways, hi, my name is Ryan, and I will be the host of this podcast, seeking to delve into the nuances of identity, culture, and heritage of those who identify as quote-unquote Asian. This podcast wants to contribute to the current discourse surrounding the Asian experience in the UK. In this episode, we are joined by Kelli. Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Kelli and I'm a year 3 student about to graduate and I study theater and sustainability.
Another graduate. Of the date today when we're recording this podcast. One, I did record a third year just before you, and yeah, trigger warning, graduation. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, you go around everywhere and everyone's like, oh yeah, you're graduating, right? Yeah, the job market's not great right now, so
Nope.
trying not to think about it.
Of course, just chill and vibe until the end of uni, you know, just like keep doing things, you know what I mean? Keeping yourself busy, booked and busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second thing, first episode where I'm doing an international call. Crazy. You're in Hong Kong. You're online. We're doing an online podcast right now, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm only back in Hong Kong for like 2 weeks, but
That's enough,
yeah.
bro. That is enough, bro.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love Hong Kong. I had to come back just to like get my things back together. The
Yeah,
UK was a bit
definitely.
too much for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so usually how I start the podcast, Kelly, is I ask an introductory question to all my guests surrounding food. So I think your question this time is, I mean, you're in Hong Kong, so what was the best thing that you've eaten last week or in recent memory, I guess?
Um, there's been a lot of great food. All I've been doing is eating great food since I've been back.
Of course,
Like,
of
it's
course,
insane.
of course,
And
that makes
it's
sense.
cheap.
Of course, it's
Oh,
cheap.
God. So there's this like shop called Tam Zai, I don't know if you know, in Hong Kong, and it's amazing. Like I have to have it every time I land and before I leave. And like it essentially you just get to choose like the whatever food gets in put into your noodles, but they're famous for their broth, and it's amazing.
Okay.
It's great. It's like what is it called in English? But it's like maicing, like it's the
It's the
noodles.
really thin ones, right? The really thin noodles.
Yeah, kind of. And it's great. But I
I,
feel
I might.
like for audience wise, I think just now I had like Tom Yam Gong, which is like Thai the soup from Thai, like I don't know, Thai heritage. Oh my gosh. But like yeah, it was great. Yeah, 'cause like you can't find that much things in the UK to eat. Like Coventry is great. It has a lot of Asian food, but
Does it?
England in general just
that
does
doesn't.
not have that much.
It's not as good as Hong Kong, bro. It doesn't slap as good as Hong Kong, bro. Like, come on, nothing
True,
compares.
but Coventry has great like Chinese food and it's like hidden little stores. So if you want any, just let me know. I'll let you know
Okay, I might take
some
up that
little
offer.
secret stores.
Loki might take up that offer after the episode. But the other question that I usually start out with the podcast is the very loaded question of where are you actually from? Because usually my guests are of have interesting lives. Everyone's interesting. The most recent people that I've interviewed, the last couple of episodes as well that I've been interviewed has been really really interesting just to get to know a little bit about their like childhood and their formative years and stuff like that. So I think you're a little bit more clear cut, Kelly. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair, fair. Yeah, where am I actually from? So, I think clear answer, obviously Hong Kong. So, I grew up in Hong Kong most of my life, but I did study in Shanghai for
Mhm,
like 6 years,
mhm, mhm.
because my parents went there to work. But yeah, I think the clear cut answer is Hong
It's just
Kong.
the Hong
But
Kong.
but I can say that my grandparents did come from mainland China, so
Hmm.
I think that's just most people in Hong Kong.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have similar family stories of my relatives in Hong Kong about their grandparents or their relatives, their further up generations of like coming from the mainland. I was gonna use another
Yeah.
word, but I'll try and be diplomatic. I'll try and be impartial. And yeah, they came from the mainland to Hong Kong by
Hmm.
any means necessary. Take that as you
Hmm.
will. Take that as you will. But yeah, no. I guess like some icebreaker questions is just how's it been just been in Hong Kong? I know you've just been there for 2 weeks, but like honestly, like I did go to Hong Kong last summer, and it's just
Hmm.
it's just a vibe, man. It's just nice. I don't know. Maybe it's just the South Chinese, the Canton in me, just like
I
wanting,
love that. Yeah.
admiring.
Yeah, no, Hong Kong, like London kind of reminds me of Hong Kong a little
Hmm.
bit.
Hmm.
Like, it does feel like home sometimes, a little bit. Um,
What,
but
London or Hong
yeah,
Kong?
a
I was
little
like,
bit,
what?
'cause like
Yeah, it's
it's
fast. It's
fast,
quick.
and the
People are
tube
annoyed.
is packed,
Yes. Yes.
like
People are always
compared
annoyed
to
at you.
Coventry.
Yeah, compared to Cov.
Yeah, yeah, but Hong Kong has been great. Like, I haven't been doing too much, but I'm like trying to get into some dance lessons because there's really popular like dancing teachers here, and also they love K-pop here too.
Oh,
Um,
right, okay.
yeah, and trying to get back into that. And I did ballet when I was younger, so I'm trying to get back into that too. But yeah, Hong Kong's been great. It's cheaper, but I think inflation has gotten up a little bit. Like it used to be like £4 for a meal, and now it's like up to seven, which is rude. But
That's not good.
yeah.
That isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
honestly, like, yeah, but it's just so cheap, so much cheaper compared to the UK and Hong Kong, Especially,
Yeah,
and
for
also just
sure.
like the food culture, anyways, in Hong Kong. It's just, you literally don't have anything for dinner, let's just go out, And it's just around the corner, it's just downstairs, really. Like the markets, like the shops are just downstairs
Yeah,
if you're living in an
true,
apartment.
true. I do live above a mall, but
Oh,
um yeah, I do.
wow, wow, blessed, blessed. Some people are just living life.
That's most people in Hong Kong, to be honest.
True,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, my mother would not let me eat out most of the time. I ate at home most of my life. So
Oh,
yeah.
wait until you're living in Hong Kong, then you're able to eat, eat like a fat, you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, reeling it back to kind of the Asian UK, like okay, we've now covered a little bit of Asia, and we've covered a little bit of kind of like kind of the Asian continent and your experience there. I guess one of the main big kind of questions I have for you as an international student is just like, how was it like kind of acclimatizing to the UK? Like, was there much of a culture shock? Like, how like how did you fare essentially in first year?
Uh, I think myself as a pretty much international student who went to international school for not most, half of my life. It was a bit easier because obviously I had a diverse like friend group and classmates during secondary school. And so when I went to work just felt very diverse compared to other universities. So I didn't feel too much of a culture shock because there were so many other international students. But yeah, I think for me, compared to my friends that came from Hong Kong, I had less of a culture shock because it was like I had people who were British in my school, so I kind of like learned a little bit of the language, like not language, but like the slang. And yeah, like I think the most surprising thing was the food and the prices. It was
Back to food and prices, back to food and money. Let's go. Wow, classic.
yeah, because like, what do you mean it's like £15 for a meal? That's insane.
That
Insane.
that's
No.
that's low-key cheap from from my perspective. I don't know. It's like, yeah, that's what I've been taught by my parents. It's like, oh yeah, 15 quid per head at a place,
That's
that's pretty
crazy.
reasonable actually nowadays,
That's like a fancy meal here.
That's
Like,
not even a fancy meal now. You've got to pay £20 and upwards nowadays for like something
That's
fancier, you know what
true.
I mean? Plus drinks as
Um,
well. Don't talk to me about alcohol and how much
oh
like
my god,
how
a
expensive it is
cocktail
here.
is insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
honestly. And of this when we're recording this podcast right now, like I did go to a ball recently. I did go to Literature Society's ball, and
Oh.
it was held in kind of like a venue in Leamington, right? It was like a bar, kind of like wedding kind of venue kind of thing, and yeah, it was £10 per cocktail.
Oh my.
They were charging Leamington. No, they were charging London prices. That's what one of my like friends was saying. Like, why are they charging London
Yeah.
prices in the middle of Lem? And I was like, huh, that's fun. And I paid for a round of for my friends, so I paid 40 quid
Oh. Oh
for a
my.
round of cocktails, and I just came back and
Oh.
I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, it's a night out, right? We might as well. Like, I don't really mind. Like, I was like, it's fine. I'm just getting it for my mates, right? And I was just like, yeah, I guess how much these cost? And they were like, oh, 8 quid. Go higher, higher. 9 quid, higher, 10 quid, 10 quid. I was like, yeah, 40 quid. The entire
Oh
four
my.
cocktails for 40 quid, and just like, oh, everyone was like, everyone was like, sorry, Ryan. I'm like, yeah, well, I paid for it, and then they made it, so they're smart about it. But
Oh.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, Leamington's quite expensive,
In
especially
general,
North Lem.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But going back to your experience of acclimatizing, the culture shock of the UK, I wanted you to kind of unpack a little bit of just like how you fared compared to like your friends. Like, what did your friends kind of say about the culture, like their acclimatization of to the UK?
Hmm. Great question. I'm like trying to think because it's been three
So it's
years
been
now.
3 years, bro. It's been a long time. I know.
It's
I'm asking
crazy.
you. It's crazy.
Um, I think so obviously my friends that came from Hong Kong that I knew here were quite international too. So for them it was also kind of the same. But when I came here and I met more people through like Cantonese society or Abacus, um I don't know, people also had like the same complaints about the food, like I can't lie, it was a lot about the
It's just
food.
about
Like
the
what do you mean
food,
you have fish and chips and that's it? Like
Pizza, fish and chips, chicken nuggets, chips. Really, that's it. That's the
yeah.
extent, really.
No, I think spoons like fish and chips go hard, but also like
I mean, spoons just goes hard in general, but is that not the student speaking here? Like, it's not just it's not just the Hong Kong. It's not just Kelly. It's like it's the student Kelly. Speaking. It's like yeah, every I think every student kind of craves the spoons. I'm not gonna lie. Like their
mm,
chips do
mhm,
go hard. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know, like it was kind of like especially for Hong Kong people, um for me personally, because I didn't really hang out with Hong Kong people in my first year, so I think my culture was quite different from at least the group of people I knew. And I kind of stayed in and cooked every day because I thought that was the norm, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I found out afterwards that all the Hong Kong people I knew would go out to eat every day, and
Oh,
I'm
every
like,
day.
huh.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money, bro.
yeah, well, international students. I know
I,
I'm
I,
talking myself, but
yeah.
like,
I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay,
I
fair
was in
enough.
shock
Hey,
too.
I didn't say it. You said
Uh,
it. Okay. I'm being impartial here. You said that, and not me. Okay.
no, some international students actually shocked me. Like, um, yeah, they showed me their houses, and I'm like, huh. I live in a small apartment, a three-room apartment in Hong Kong.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
um,
Okay. Okay.
it's kind of insane. But yeah, they eat out every day because they can't like deal with the UK food and they have to go to like Chinese restaurants to eat. And you know
Oh.
what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Some people just can't cook, I guess.
Oh, so
Um,
it's on them.
but
Okay.
no.
It's on them. It's not. It's their problem. It's not the country's problem. It's their problem. You're just calling them out now. Okay, fair enough.
A little bit. Cause like, how are you eating out every day? But like,
Isn't that
yeah,
like
no.
unhealthy as well? Like, do you know how much like
Mm,
stuff that they put into like going out
Yeah, the
food, the
MSG.
MSG. Again, MSG is great, but too much MSG kind of a little bit
Mm,
bad. And then also kind of like the salt levels and stuff like that, and like you're not
yeah.
getting enough greens as well, right? When you're eating out all the
Yeah.
time. Unless I don't know, unless they're going to like Korean barbecue and stuff, like or like Chinese hot pot, like okay, yeah, there's a lot of greens if you buy them, but
Mm,
they're just
if you
extreme.
buy
If you
them.
buy them, it's just extremely expensive compared to just getting a iceberg lettuce from Aldi and boiling it. You know what I mean?
I love them iceberg.
Hey man,
God,
you got choice of
they're
like in Hong
great.
Kong, bro. You got a proper back. I don't know if it's the season though. Is it the season currently? Is it fruit season right
Honestly,
now? I can't. I don't know.
it depends. It's like which fruits, but fruits in the UK is so much better than Hong Kong actually.
Oh,
Like
okay.
berries in Hong Kong, like strawberries and things, like so much better. It's like even all these like strawberry taste better than the most expensive ones here.
Oh, really? And it's like just a
Mm,
standard pack from Tesco slash Aldi. That's
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Like we do have Scottish strawberries and they're pretty good. Yeah, that's true. But I
True.
mean, you guys, I don't know. It's maybe just the British Chinese speaking in me, and it's like, oh, you guys have like cheese and stuff. You guys have like mangoes.
True.
Depending on the season, right?
Yeah.
If you come in the summer, like you get
Mm,
like the best of the bunch, right? Like
yeah.
that's when they're growing and being harvested, right? But like, yeah, I guess we have like good apples and good berries here. But
Yeah. Yeah, I love the mangoes here though. They're great. I had one recently. Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, and then like when you think of like Hong Kong kind of like eateries and stuff like that, you got such a wide variety. But like in the UK, it's
Hmm.
very much kind of like it's a little bit of the extremes. I don't know. I think in Coventry, yeah. In London, I think there is more of a wider variety where you've got kind of more hole in the wall kind of like eateries versus like high end restaurants. But Coventry, I feel like it's
Hmm.
just a little bit limiting.
Yeah, true. I feel like I kind of got shocked. This isn't really culture shock. I don't really know if it counts, but like I'd walk into a Vietnamese restaurant, but it would be all like people who speak Cantonese and they're from Hong Kong or Guangzhou, which is like,
Yeah.
Guangzhou. And I'm like, that's so interesting. Like, why are you opening a Vietnamese restaurant? But it tastes delicious. So I'm like confused.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've also noticed that as well. It'll be like Japanese sushi place, but it will be a sushi kind of
Mm,
like chef that's been trained in Guangzhou or like who is from Hong Kong or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they're speaking
yeah,
Canto. They're speaking Canto to their other chefs. You know what I mean? And it's
right.
like I don't know. It's like it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the Hong Kong blood. Where it's like, oh, we need to make money, so I've got a skill, so let's try and capitalize on it or something like that, right?
Real.
But like,
Yeah.
it's in this country. No, I have noticed it as well. It's just like, oh, you go to like a Korean restaurant, and it's like, okay, the hierarchy is number one, okay, great. Koreans are making, for example, Korean fried chicken. Second tier is like, oh, they're
Hmm.
Chinese, so it's still gonna be good. And then third tier is like, oh, okay, it's white people doing it. Okay, it's a bit questionable. We need to suss it out a little bit. We need to have a look and ask reviews and ask like questions about the restaurant or something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like, I don't know if you do this, but I judge a restaurant based on their like customer ethnicity. Like if
oh yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah,
white
yeah, yeah,
people,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
wouldn't trust it
yeah, yeah,
because like
yeah.
I'm like I know it's not gonna be right for my own taste. But it's like if it's a bunch of like Asians, I'm like, you know what? This is my thing.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
know
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
restaurant's gonna be
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, honestly, same here. That's how my family does it as well. Like same here. Like I feel like it's worse than if it's like the restaurant's empty. If the restaurant's
Mm.
empty, I think what's worse is like, oh, there's only white people there, and you're like, ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
ooh,
definitely.
okay, okay. Well, again, it depends on the cuisine that you're going for, right? I mean,
True.
if you're going for like more Western styles of food, like you're going for like a burger and chips. I feel like that's also opinionated. I feel like that's a bit of a loaded opinion as well. I don't know. If you're going for but even then like a lot of the eateries have people of color in anyways. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like even at like the
Yeah.
fast food stuff like pizza shops, burger vans and stuff like that. There's still kind of like you still see people of color just like doing it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we should probably have a think about like our own internalized biases. Oh
No, that is
no.
so true. We do. We do need to think about that.
But I don't know. Has it just been instilled in us? Because like again, I should take credit for this internalized bias, but I'm going to give a little bit of the blame to my parents as well. And my parents did instill this kind of like bias in me. I'm just saying. So like I don't know. Like it's just maybe it's a testament of how society is just becoming more diverse now. Like people are from everywhere,
Hmm.
and just like whatever the food, like you'll have a sushi chef from Italy or something like that, or you'll have a
Yeah.
pasta chef from like China or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I really love how it's like so much more diverse in the UK. Like not much more, but like compared to Hong Kong, I think it is. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I chose to go to the UK as well, because like you get so much more experiences from different people with different ethnicities or like just even like British Asians, you get different like it's different from what I think and we have different perspectives and I just think it's so much more interesting. Like I've been living in Hong Kong most of my life, and so I feel like everyone in my little circle at school would have the same sort of opinions. It's nice to kind of see like some sort of other opinions coming out. Yeah.
Okay, so building on that, you mentioned British Asians. I mean, we've had like a couple conversations before. You were on a podcast that I did do last term, which has sadly been
Hmm.
lost. But we did like touch upon kind of like the British Asian, like being British Asian and like your approach and you being like exposed to British Asians. It's like, so what are your opinions on them? I know this is going to be interesting because I am British Asian, I am British Chinese, but like it would just, I feel like it would be fun for listeners to know about kind of, I guess, your opinions on them.
Hmm. Good question. It's like I'm kind of scared to answer this because like
Lol.
what if I'm
You
generalizing?
just
But
out people. Hey, I can politely, I can politely defend if you get my drift. Hey.
no, no, like it's okay. Like I feel like before I went to the UK, I didn't even like acknowledge British Asians
Hmm, hmm.
existed. Like not in the way that like oh I knew they existed. It's
Yeah.
just that I've never really
Thought
talked to
any
one.
deeper kind of about it. It's just like, yeah, you're in
Yeah.
Hong Kong. It makes sense. You're surrounded by like very similar experiences, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't really need to think about it unless you met someone who was on holiday in Hong Kong or you have relatives who are like born in Britain and then come over and then you have a chat with them and stuff like that. But realistically, I
Yeah.
feel like you have like a very common kind of like I think
Mhm.
approach to or perspective to like British Asians because like they're across the world. Like why should I really think deeper about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it wasn't kind of like that. It was more because like I kind of just didn't realize British Asians were different than just me, you know?
Okay,
Like
okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah.
You know, like I just kind of thought like, we look the same.
Yeah, no, no, fair, no, honestly, fair, yeah, but like,
Yeah. But honestly, like when I went to the UK and I met new people, like I was actually in shock like um I don't know, like this might sound really bad. I don't know, but like I was like, oh wow, some people can really not speak the language that their
yeah,
parents grew up
yeah,
speaking.
yeah, yeah.
And um yeah, 'cause like in Hong Kong mostly that's not true unless you go to a very international
Hmm,
school.
hmm, hmm.
But yeah, like that was kind of shocking to me. And then I realized a lot of Chinese, like British Chinese people went to Chinese like weekend schools.
Chinese
I'm like,
school.
what are
Oh,
those?
you didn't know about the concept of Chinese school on a Saturday slash Sunday. Oh my God, that's crazy. Damn, it's so normalized in my life. Like I know so many British Asians who went to Chinese school, but that's so interesting how you're like, yeah, such a foreign concept to me. What do you mean Chinese school? Aren't you Chinese
That's me like
anyways?
every
Yeah,
day.
literally. No, honestly. Yeah, I think to be honest, the whole okay, main thing front is essentially, oh yeah, we're gonna teach our kids Chinese. Obviously, none of them are
Hmm.
gonna. Majority of them aren't going to kind of like, you know, absorb any of the information because again, you're sending kids to school on a weekend. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
Anyways, but I think behind the front, like I think what Chinese schools are basically made for was just for mums to meet up, essentially. I think it was literally, I think it was just mums just to meet up and just kind of like hang out with like other mums who are also Chinese and also trying to figure
Fair
things out.
enough.
So I think
They
that's
like find their own community.
right. I
Yeah.
think it was supposed to be kind of like it was supposed to help kind of this sense of community, but I don't know. It might have been different in other parts and other regions of the UK, but kind of the one that I went to in Newcastle up in the northeast, um, like I don't know, it might have been just my family and stuff, but like my mum only talked to people that she wanted to talk to. The rest of them, she was just like, nah, I'm not gonna deal with them. You know, I'm just gonna passing ships, right? I'm just gonna say hi and just keep going,
I
right?
feel
Like,
that's such a mom thing.
yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
so. I don't know, but yeah, Chinese school. Interesting how it was so foreign to you. Like they were trying to really
Yeah.
push to speak Mandarin, but yeah, nah, my Mandarin only is ni hao and 我不知道. That's it, basically. That's all my Mandarin basically. That's all I've got. Essentially. Yeah.
No, like I'm losing my like Chinese coming to the UK just for 3 years. I'm losing it already.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, okay.
cause I only speak it with my parents, realistically speaking, and um, some people, but most of the people who moved here, like let's just say Hong Kong people, we kind of speak. We are bilingual, right? So
Yeah.
we speak in English and Cantonese, and it's like the Konglish, which we call
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and like you just kind of like the Chinese just isn't there anymore, and you don't have to write it anymore, and it's just slowly slipping away, which is kind of sad. I really wish my Chinese was better than that.
I mean, you're better than
Yeah.
some, bro. You're better than some. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I know, like going to Hong Kong and stuff, and I think a piece of evidence that probably supports this is like the MTR as well. It's just like three
Mm-hmm.
languages: Cantonese, Mandarin, English. Oh well, I don't know what the hierarchy is actually now because I think they changed it up, didn't they? There was like it's I don't know what's first. Is it Cantonese, English, Mandarin, or might be?
I think the MTR still keeps it the same, but um, I'm not really sure. I haven't been here in a while.
Well, that's fair enough.
Um,
But yeah, no, but
yeah.
like yeah, the Konglish is a very interesting concept as well, which is
Mm.
also yeah, which is just like interesting how English is just starting to dominate a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to
Uh,
bring up kind of the slippages of your Cantonese in England, like 3 years, and you also feel like you're losing touch with Chinese, which is quite interesting. I don't know. Do you want to kind of elaborate on that? Do you have any ideas of why?
sure. Well, to be honest, you were asking about British Asians, right? So in Hong Kong, we call people who like generally speak English ABCs. It doesn't matter if they're from America or not. They just call, well, literally me ABC. So they, so I would say my Chinese level was already not that great when I was in Hong Kong because
Mm,
I kind of grew up speaking Mandarin rather than Cantonese. So all the Cantonese I learned was from my parents. And like it's just so easy to lose it when there's not much people to talk to
yeah.
with it.
Hmm.
And like because English is my first language and I feel most comfortable in English, like why would I speak Cantonese sometimes? You know, like if like express myself better in English. But then I love Cantonese and Cantonese is so much more fun and I get to express myself in a whole different sort of way.
Yeah.
Like how are you gonna like explain like dealing almost in like English? Like I mean you can, but like
Okay.
um
Do I need to censor that and
like
post? I don't know. Like, that's you really thrown an
you can put
interesting one out.
DLLM, you know?
DLLM.
Like
Delay
yeah.
no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Delay no more. I don't know.
You know, it's kind of hilarious. My parents are home right now, so they can probably hear me, but it's fine.
That's so funny. Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, honestly, yeah, like do a little more. Like you can't translate that. Like even if you do, it just
Yeah,
loses its kind of like character, doesn't it?
right. Yeah.
But
Like
yeah.
I think actually that was a bad example. A better example is like guy, you know, like what is that? Like
What?
that doesn't make any sense in
Okay,
English.
yeah. No, honestly, yeah. Like what is the translation of put guy in
It literally just means trip. Like that doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I
so
don't know.
weird.
Yeah, Cantonese is a
But I love
beautiful
it.
language. That honestly, it's so Like, would you say it's crass or would you say it's poetic? I don't know. It's kind of both in the same
It's
camp, you know?
both.
Like, honestly, like some of the stuff that like Cantonese can kind of evoke. It's like when your mum calls you like a piece of tassu, you know? It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm a piece of
Yeah.
pork? You know, it's like you're so lazy you're a piece of pork. It's like, what you like the metaphors and stuff, I don't know. Like, yeah, like Cantonese is and I don't know. What's your opinion of like is Cantonese on the rise or on the fall? I don't know because I've been
God.
hearing mixed messages.
Mm. I think so. Speaking from like a more Cantonese society perspective, so I was doing events for them, and so what we used to do was we host Cantonese lessons every week, and there are people interested, which is great. Like there are people outside of Hong Kong who are interested. There are people who are like BBCs who are interested, and it's great. And sad thing is, I know the attendance rate has been like getting lower, and also from a more Hong Kong perspective, I think less and less educations actually teach Cantonese because it's actually like sort of an we use like what do you call it? It's like an informal language.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
yeah,
speak in an informal way rather
yeah,
than like a proper formal
yeah, yeah, yeah,
posh
yeah,
way,
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like people speak it, but they don't teach it at school. So I don't know like whether it would be on the rise or not, but I don't know. It's kind of depressing. I feel like it is losing kind of um the speakers who used to speak it. Um, but yeah, I think what I'm happy about, like just to be positive, is that I see more like Hong Kong influencers on Instagram
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's great. Like I love seeing that, and like that makes more people learn about Hong Kong culture and Cantonese as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's great because now that social media is a thing,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
it's just so great. I love seeing like Hong Kong content and I hope it spreads across the world, but I think right now it's pretty much just narrowed into like Hong Kong audiences. But yeah.
Or people who are interested in like Hong Kong as well. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like especially like I
yeah.
think I can say a lot of BBCs are very interested in Hong Kong. A lot of ABCs and also like
Yeah.
Canadian born Chinese as well. Like a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
parts in Canada are very Cantonese, Canton, South Chinese kind of like communities as
Yeah.
well. So I don't know. Like I would like to think that it is on the rise. Like it like all the Instagram influencers are saying like it's on the rise, or the way that they kind of like articulate it is like, oh, if you can speak Mandarin, you can probably speak Cantonese, or if you can speak Cantonese, you can probably speak
Mm,
Mandarin, and like they're trying to bridge the gap between the two
mm,
versions of Chinese, right? Which is like I think it's a really noble kind of noble effort from those types of people who are like, yeah, they really see that there is culture within the language, which I also agree on.
yeah.
Like the especially like Cantonese culture, it's in the name really. It's in the Cantonese, right? You know, it's like it's not only just the
Mm-hmm.
food. It is. I do agree that it is partially like the language that really like
Mm-hmm.
resonates and really it makes it such an evocative kind of culture that people are just like kind of drawn to, you know what I mean? Like people are still rewatching Hong Kong films and like
Yeah.
people are still saying like, oh, the good old days or whatever of like Hong Kong and stuff.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Like when I watch Wong Kar-wai films, I'm just like, oh, I'm so proud to be like from Hong Kong.
Yeah,
It's it's just a great place.
it's just a great place. I think that's a great place to round out the podcast. Thank you so much, Kelly. It's been really interesting. Just hey, it's just been Hong Kong, left, right, and center. You know, hey, you're in Hong Kong, so we have to talk about it. Let's be real. You
Exactly.
are there,
Fair.
so like like it's all fresh in your mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I know it's a
No,
weird
thank
time difference right
you.
now. It's quite late in Hong Kong, I think.
Yeah, it's like 11 p.m. right now.
Sorry about that, and sorry
No,
about
oh my gosh, I appreciate your time. Like, oh my God, everyone needs to know how much Ryan like put like an hour of time just to figure out the tech because I'm on a computer rather than usually in person. So
hey, you'll be back in the
I appreciate
UK
that.
in a couple more days. You'll be back in the UK in a couple more days. But yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much for guesting. I've been your
great,
host.
no worries.
Thank you to any of the listeners out there. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we shall see you in the next episode.